Hey guys, how we all doing? It is Friday, May 16th. Free NBA play, game 6 between the Boston Celtics and the New York Knicks. Almost made this a premium selection. It came close. I was just about to enter it in as a premium pick. Kind of pulled it off at the last minute, but I'm going to give it you guys for free because why not? So this is a little bit more valuable than my usual picks, I would say. Although our free YouTube picks have been doing very, very well. We did win an 8-unit game of the year. In the last game, game 5, we took the Boston Celtics in that. I think we got them at like minus, I think we got 4.5. They closed at 5.5. They won the game by 25. People forget how deep this Celtics team is without Tatum, and they seem to have forgotten their record without Tatum. I think they're like 9-2 the last 11 games without Jason Tatum. It's not a team that's going to lay down. Now, there's a big game here. New York coming off the embarrassment of their last game. They've bounced back pretty well in these playoffs, as we can see. Off a loss, they win. Off a loss, they win. They lost to Boston and won. So, the trend is that they bounce back strong. They're going to need this one, in my opinion. I think I'm still saying that the Celtics are going to be without Tatum for the remainder of the season, but, you do not want a game 7 here in Boston. That's not what you want. So the Knicks, they're going to try and get this one done. The way I see this going is interesting. We should mention a trend, too, I was looking at. In the playoffs, this is kind of like the zigzag theory, which I'm not a huge fan of. I do think things tend to find their level. But teams off a loss in the playoffs that are now favorites are covering at a 55.9% clip. And even if you look at the previous game, if they lost by at least 20 points, more than 19.5, 20 points, they're still 55% against the spread. They're also winning outright at a 67.5% rate. And if you look specifically at home favorites, that improves to 68.1%, winning by an average of like 6 points here. So we can even filter this just out of interest to the 6th game of a series for home favorites, just to see. I haven't checked this out. See, they're not really covering the spread, but they are winning outright. Spreads have probably been inflated on average, 4.5. That's probably why we're getting a lower number here of 2.5. On average, they're winning by about 4 points per game. I think the Knicks, going beyond, this is the thing, it goes against my gut. I just think the Knicks, and this is why I couldn't make it a premium selection, I think the Knicks get it done here today. I really do. I don't know why. My numbers like Boston, but the Knicks, I know sharp guys that like the Knicks. When this line opened at 2.5, we saw early Boston money. I think it was a slight overreaction to what we saw in game 5. The market started to adjust on that. I'm not entirely sure who was involved in this move or why it moved, but as we can see, since we got down to that 1.5, sorry, like a flat 1.5, we immediately got, up to 1.5 juiced, then 2 flat, 2.5 flat. Now we're at 2.5 juiced. The money is coming in on the Knicks. You can get them on the money line as well. That's where I would go with this at minus 140. There are some minus 135s out there. I think the Knicks take this one, guys. It's going to be the free pick. So give me the New York Knicks here, minus 140 on the money line. And my best bets are available at Doc Sports. Haven't got too much on tap today. We have a 4-unit baseball play. Baseball's been unbelievably good. And we also have a 2-unit hockey play in the Toronto and Florida game later. Thank you guys for watching this video. Heading over to docsports.com. And if you're not a client, remember docsports.com/free60. Get a free $60 account. As I'm recording this, this line's just bumped. 135 went 140 and now 145. I do think that continues. So jump in, guys. Thank you for watching. This is August Young, Doc Sports.